here we have Criciúma against São Paulo. I'm John Champion, and sitting alongside me up here in our lofty perch in the commentary box is Jim Beglin.
Hi John, at this stage I think the players are just desperate to get out there, and this promises to be a terrific game.
Oh, that's a neat escape. Shoots. Criciúma with a big chance and a big miss. He drives it. Only a matter of millimetres in that.
Well, I think the keeper knows all too well that there was no getting anywhere near that. That's a big escape.
Penalised for that. And there's the first booking of the game already. And he's got quite a shot on him. It's a corner kick. Jumps for the header. The finish was not what was required.
He was tightly marked, but the defender did just enough to stop the goal.
Both sides deadlocked. A robust challenge, to say the least. Through the middle it goes. He makes his way towards the penalty area. And here they come once more. A goal for São Paulo. I'm afraid that one's down to the goalkeeper.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So we start again at 1-0.
Yeah, they may have got the lead, but that next goal now is absolutely crucial to the complexion of this one.
He's caught him there. And that will see him go into the referee's notebook. Went over the line. Spooned forward. Neat ball through the middle. It's behind for a goal kick. It's been launched forward. Little in the way of subtlety in that tackle. intercepted, saw the danger and got to it. There is the end of the first period.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
More action and excitement to come in the next 45 minutes. The scoreline at the moment, 1-0. We kick off for the next 45 minutes. He's trying something special. He's unlucky not to score there.
Well, with this guy and the talent he's got, you know he's probably going to try his luck from there, but that one he didn't really get right at all.
Not afraid to get physical. A stern challenge coming in. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. A chance for a cross from the flank. Up to nod it. Missed it away.
He almost did everything right there. He was denied by the crossbar, but should have scored for me.
Heads it.
It's good stuff, John. I like what I'm seeing.
They don't really have the luxury of avoiding risks at this stage, Jim.
It has to be done.
He's going on his own. The ball played into space nicely. And he makes absolutely no mistake. 2 goals to the good, and they're set fair. A resounding drive. I can't imagine he's hit many better than that.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Now it's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this game was very much in the balance, but at 2-0 they ought to be able to defend this lead from here.
São Paulo not as yet making any changes. Well played, that got them out of trouble. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That one has just about been dealt with. And that's gone straight to the keeper. He hits it, puts it away. The end to this contest could turn out to be pretty frantic. That would have to go down as one of the sweetest strikes, I think. The referee brings the game to a close. São Paulo have got themselves a much-needed win, a result that should give them the momentum and the... Bold, sizable, imposing. The Morumbi Stadium, a very warm welcome to you. So, here we go then. São Paulo against Criciúma. It's John Champion and Jim Beglin on commentary duty, and a warm welcome to you all.
Well, thanks, John. Hello, everyone. Well, I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. This could be a real cracker.
He'll be disappointed with that.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
No, the defence alert and picked out the danger. Little in the way of subtlety in that tackle. Knocks it through. Chance. He's onside. A scintillating goal.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Given the time and space he had, he was never likely to miss.
Look, you can only exploit the space if the pass is good enough, and in that instance, it was instinctive and quick, and it did the damage.
They've gone ahead so early in the game. Yes, that's a foul. And a strike from distance. Narrowly wide of that left-hand post.
And that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps he deserved better too.
And the goal kick's gone straight to him. Surely he's in. They've scored. It's a 2-goal lead now. How about that? They now enjoy a 3-goal lead. No getting it through there. He knew what was coming. A header. Right time, right place, wrong outcome.
São Paulo didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
A real tussle for the ball. And he's still going. And the through ball is intercepted. Have any luck with the through ball there.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
A stern challenge coming in. There goes the whistle, and it's half-time. They have a cushion of a 2-0 lead. So the second half gets underway. Thumps it long. The danger was there, he dealt with it well. He takes aim and hits it! Going forward. The ball crossed the line. Good tackle. It was deemed both clean and fair. An important interception. Things were starting to look dangerous. This goes for a throw-in. He plays it through, running through the middle, but without support. They get it clear. São Paulo still not utilising their bench. Moving forwards. Good opportunity for a cross here. Well played, that got them out of trouble. Going it alone. Can he now find a finish? Another one. They have a 3-goal advantage, and that should be enough.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
A robust challenge. Oh, that's delightful. A chance. This goes for a throw-in. It's opened up nicely for him. There it is, the final whistle. São Paulo have done it. They continued where they left off after the first leg and have clinched victory here as well.
I think some of the players are going to be a bit sore after that. There was so much passion and commitment out there. I can't remember.
It's taken a while, but at last we are at the knockout stage.
Well, neither side will be short in enthusiasm or passion now.
We're now underway. It's opened up nicely for him. Off target.
Well, there's no messing about with this fella, is there? Just went straight down the middle. If only he could have applied the finish with the same conviction. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
Omar Melo. Francisco Arue. Forward it goes. A stern challenge coming in. He's looking to find his front men.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's going on his own. You have to admire that control. Not this time. Long way off that.
The defence was made to look vulnerable there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
So it is still 0-0. He's going it alone. São Paulo have the ball, but they're not making much progress at the moment. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. Driven in, and again, couldn't make it.
São Paulo have been enjoying as good an attacking spell as you could wish for, and yet they've been incredibly wasteful. I mean, they could have wrapped it up by now, and it's not going right for them.
Brian Veja. Nicolas Nunez. Not much by way of goalmouth action as yet. Plenty of options. Who's he looking to pick out? And the defence gets it away. The whistle's gone, I think, for a foul. Penalised for that. A yellow card. No cause for argument there. He's having a crack. Nicolas Nunez. There's the whistle, and it's half-time.
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Neither side has managed the goal. It's 0-0. So away we go then for the second half. São Paulo have got possession back. Going forward. Making good progress down the right, but finding himself devoid of options. That was a good dribble and a good chance.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and I suppose at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
He wasn't far from finding the net again.
I think what we're looking at here is just a very special talent. Someone who can decide the outcome of a match on his own.
Got the man there, that's a free kick. No surprise, it's a yellow card. Moving forwards, whacks it, he scores! So fiercely was that hit, it nearly removed the net from its rigging.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
So we resume at 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Oh, he's lost it. Through the middle it goes. They've done it! We lead by 2. There's the benefit of pinpoint accuracy. So it's now 2 without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this game was very much in the balance, but at 2-0 they ought to be able to defend this lead from here.
And a shot here, but to call that wayward would be being kind.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
São Paulo, not as yet making any changes. Oh, that's delightful. He wants to get a cross in from here. Nicolas Núñez with a stern challenge. Made a decent run towards the box, but he was thwarted in the end.
Well, I think it was a little difficult for him to pick exactly the right option there. There were so many in the box. I don't think we should be totally surprised that he actually went for the shot in the end.
Nicolas Núñez. A really impressive run through. A determined run met by just as determined a piece of defending. Francisco Arrué. And he's made sure that's not getting through. The clock counting down. He's won that physical contest, and with it the ball. They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
I love to see a team closing down from the front like that, and I think they did brilliant to win it back and get the shot away.
He was close to adding to his tally there.
Well, there's no...
There it is, the final whistle. São Paulo make the most of home advantage to claim a much... I'm John Champion, and here alongside me in the commentary box is Jim Beglin.
Hi John, it's been a great buzz here since I sat in my seat. I think this promises something special today.
Martin Rodriguez. Nicolas Núñez. He's going on his own. Good hand by the keeper. No change in that score, 0-0 it remains. It's been played long. Goal in sight. That is wayward.
Oh, what a lovely first touch, and that allowed him the space to get the shot away. It's excellent technique.
Hits it. But to call that wayward would be being kind.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
And the through ball is intercepted. 30 minutes on the watch. Heading towards half-time, and it's still scoreless. Nicolas Núñez. Brian Veja. Nicolas Núñez. Martin Rodriguez. Through into space it goes. It's a corner. Martin Rodriguez has been caught there, definitely a foul. No surprise, it's a yellow card. No, it's gone over. Two minutes of additional time. That, of course, is a minimum. A goal for São Paulo. A goal in first half stoppage time. That really tested the strength of the net.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
So we start again at 1-0.
Yeah, they may have got the lead, but that next goal...
And there is the referee's whistle to end the first half.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Tight old game this, 1-0 the scoreline. São Paulo set the ball rolling. It just squeezed past the upright.
And that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps it deserved better too.
Omar Melo. Nicolas Núñez. São Paulo have got possession back. Good ball right down the middle. Here's a shot. Nicolas Provetto. And now he decides to shoot. He scores. 2 goals to the good, and they're set fair. Well, what can you say about that goal?
Look, I don't want to take anything away from the finish because he ghosted his way into position, but where was the communication in that defence? Who was taking charge? Nobody.
Nicolas Provetto. That was definitely goal-bound. He's over the ball, his teammates waiting. On his head. Really good try, but no goal.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
He was close to adding to his tally there.
He's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
This goes for a throw-in. So from what I can see on the touchline, we're on the brink of a substitution.
Well, if the deadlock is about to be broken, then it may well have to come from the bench. I mean, fresh legs when others are beginning to tire now could just do the trick. This game might just get a little stretched, it could help.
No getting it through there, he knew what was coming. Juan Carlos Espinosa. It's been launched forward. He's going it alone. Good opportunity for a cross here. Can he now find a finish? It's been kept in play. A fine tackle, stopping him dead in his tracks. Full-time whistle within sight. Shoots here, and here they come once more. Oh, he wasn't taking any chances there. On his own. Plays it long. Juan Carlos Espinosa. There is the final whistle. São Paulo have done it. They continued where they left off after the first leg and have clinched victory here as well.
You know, it's a privilege to be part of a fabulous...
Bold, sizable, imposing. The Morumbi Stadium, a very warm welcome to you. And here we have São Paulo against Fluminense. I'm John Champion, and today's co-commentator is Jim Begley.
Hi John, at this stage I think the players are just desperate to get out there, and this promises to be a terrific game.
So, how will they work this one? Whistle goes. Referee just gives the throw. A stern challenge coming in. Well, if he wants to do something, he'll have to do it alone. A shot! That was definitely goal-bound. They put plenty of effort into corners in training. Now it's a match situation. And they get it away. São Paulo, very much the team with the early initiative.
Yeah, I think they've started in a very positive manner and look hungry for goals, and they'll need to capitalise on such a good spell now before.
That looked a foul, and the referee's given it. And there's the first booking of the game already. Ball forward.
Well, what was required then was a little more patience. He didn't have to cross it so early.
Moving forwards. Here's a shot.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Change in that score, 0-0 it remains. Driven in, a goal for São Paulo. A resounding drive. I can't imagine he's hit many better than that.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
So we start again at 1-0.
Look, we know they're in control now, but they can't let their concentration drop, not one bit.
Got the man there, that's a free kick. Looking to find his front men. On his own. And that's gone straight to the keeper. Only 5 minutes remaining in the first half. The end to the first 45.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
It's 1-0 and we hope for more of the same in the second half. Fluminense get the second half going. A robust challenge. Possibility here. They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
I love to see a team closing down from the front like that, and I think they did brilliant to win it back and get the shot away.
You'd really expect a player of his quality to score there.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
It's a 2-goal lead now. The keeper just didn't deal with it, and his team has paid the price.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Now it's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this game was very much in the balance, but at 2-0 they ought to be able to defend this lead from here.
Knocks it through. A shot! That was a super ball in, but no success.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them.
We played for an hour now. São Paulo yet to make a substitution here. He goes alone. Play surges forward. Oh, it's come off the upright. Off target.
Well, he was in such a great position in front of goal, and you'd expect him to score from there, but somehow he's missed it.
Dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. Forward it goes. Good strong run down the right. Now looking though for some support. The ball played through the middle. He decides to shoot. Oh, yet another goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that. Find some words to do justice to that goal.
Yeah, I've got great admiration for the finish, but I've even more admiration for the pass that set it up. It was delicious.
What a way to complete a hat-trick.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
We resume again. The score is 3-0. And he's made sure that's not getting through. The clock counting down. And he's fouled him. No doubt it's going to be a card, just a question of colour. Oh, it's red! São Paulo will now be forced to play the rest of the match with just 10 men. Oh dear, some right old pushing and shoving going on there. They'll be getting their handbags out next. Little in the way of subtlety in that tackle. That's it, the match is over. São Paulo can now look forward to the second leg after what was a good win, whilst their opponents have to think long. And here we have Fluminense against São Paulo. I'm John Champion, and sitting alongside me up here in our lofty perch in the commentary box is Jim Begley.
Hi John, there's been a great buzz here since I sat in my seat. I think this promises something special today.
He goes alone. He's trying his luck. And that comes as a mighty relief.
Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
They got a throw in. Being hassled and harried here.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
A stern challenge coming in. Up for that one. A goal for São Paulo. Great cross in, made the rest easy.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So we start again at 1-0.
Well, that lifts some of the pressure, but they need to maintain their work rate. It's been very good up to now.
Opposition posing a few questions, but he's able to intercept. A fine tackle, stopping him dead in his tracks. Moving forwards. Whacks it.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Possibility here for a cross. Good strength, just wrestled him off the ball. There is the end of the first period.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
It's 1-0 and we hope for more of the same in the second half. São Paulo get the second half going. The shot was on, but he's blocked his lines.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
Chance, strikes it, and they can have another go. He scores!
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
I'm afraid that one's down to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Pulled one back, but still have a mountain to climb. Plenty of options. Who's he looking to pick out? Get it away. He shoots there. Just the wrong side of the post.
And that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps it deserved better too.
On his own. Doesn't manage to get that one through. He's going on his own. Driven in. That is way off.
What an effort that was. He's done very well from that distance.
São Paulo. Not as yet making any changes. Whistle goes. Referee just gives the throw. Great link up. Can he now find a finish? A goal for São Paulo. A resounding drive. I can't imagine he's hit many better than that.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Going forward. Tries it from long range. Oh, that should have been it.
Yeah, he could have made the game safe had he converted that. Such a big disappointment.
And he wasn't far off.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
The clock counting down. Good through ball. He gets his shot away. And to call that wayward would be being kind. So there it is, and that concludes today's contest. That takes them one step closer to glory. Now they've made it this far, they'll need to focus clearly on the upcoming semi-final. We're down to the last four now. So, here we go then. Both sides fiercely contesting the ball. Good strength, just wrestled him off the ball. Strikes it. A goal for São Paulo.
When you can produce a first touch that is as good as that, you're on a winner. And it was all done with consummate ease. That's just lovely to watch. A beautiful flow.
They've got off to a very good start. Well, if he wants to do something, he'll have to do it alone. Only just off target.
Well, how close can you get? That must have been a matter of inches.
scored in the opening 10 minutes of the game to make it 1-0. On his own. And he'll drive it here.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
They get it clear. And he's got quite a shot on him. They were so nearly punished for their mistake. Thumps it long. Looking to carve open the defence. Through on his own. Play surges forward. It was a good ball in, but no goal.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
He was close to adding to his tally there.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
Plays it through. Well intercepted. Saw the danger and got to it. Takes a shot.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and he'll always favour the keeper in that instance.
A rasping drive. The referee blows his whistle to signal half-time.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
It's a cagey game, this one. Plenty to fascinate the spectators, though. The score is 1-0. São Paulo getting us underway for this second half. Hits the ball.
Look, we've seen it from the fella before. Even from that sort of range, he's just really capable, and I think he must be catered for. They have to work on that and get to him sooner.
To receive the ball, break could be on. Foul, yes, referee's given it. Certainly going to be a card, not just any card, it's a red! São Paulo must play the rest of this game a man short. Players showing some concern for the man who's still down. It's an opportunity. Great save. Safe to say that wasn't the best of crosses. Forward it goes. The danger was there, he dealt with it well. São Paulo still not utilising their bench. An important interception, things were starting to look dangerous. How to play for a throw. Something going on down at the bench. I think it's going to be a substitution.
Well, if the deadlock is about to be broken, then it may well have to come from the bench. I mean, fresh legs when others are beginning to tire now could just do the trick. This game might just get a little stretched that could help.
going on its own. It's played through. The keeper's got it. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene, and he's made sure that's not getting through. No, the defence alert and picked out the danger. Looking to play on the break. Strong challenge, but one certainly within the laws of the game. And they get it away.
They really need to start moving the ball forward with pace at this late stage of the game.
And the through ball is intercepted. The referee blows his whistle. São Paulo have earned themselves a valuable away win.
Look, it's a very fine win, but for me, the defence has been terrific in holding on to that lead.
So, semi-final day, a time for willing hearts and strong minds. So, let's get down to business. Looking to play on the break. It's an opportunity.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Hits the ball. That was pretty much on target. He was looking to score from distance. So, how will they work this one? For that one, back off the bar. That's going to go a long way. No goals as yet from either team. Lovely bit of skill. Possibility here. Not this time. Long way off that.
Well, there's no messing about with this fella, is there? Just went straight down the middle. If only he could have applied the finish with the same conviction.
And that's not getting through. Whacks it, off target.
Look, they haven't had that many shooting opportunities against this defence, but along with some patience now, they need to find a bit more invention and craft.
long remaining in this first half. Both teams missing chances. Knocks it forward. Little in the way of subtlety in that tackle. And the whistle's gone, but it's for a foul. That was always likely to be the outcome. Yellow card. The players crowding around to see for themselves just how bad things are. Decent strike. You have to admire that control. And with that, the first half of this semi-final draws to a close.
This is a much more even game than the first leg, and you feel that one chance could alter the dynamic completely.
Goalless then at this stage. So away we go then for the second half. Opportunity for a goal. What a wonderful goal.
And that's just a fantastic way to begin this second half. The first goal from such a big-name player who seems to thrive on being called upon.
A resounding drive. I can't imagine he's hit any better than that.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
They get us underway at 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
São Paulo scoring early in the second half to give them a 1-0 lead. And he makes absolutely no mistake. Given the time and space he had, he was never likely to miss.
Yeah, I've got great admiration for the finish, but I've even more admiration for the pass that set it up. It was delicious.
The difference is down to 1.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
São Paulo still not utilising their bench. Trying his luck. He's looking to find his front men. It in. Oh, that would have given the home support a true lift.
You get the feeling that whoever scores the next goal here will be the winners of this tie. They can't afford to waste chances like that, though.
Trying to keep it in the face of strong opposition pressure. Ball played through the middle, skillfully hit. gets it away. There it is, the final whistle, and they go marching on into the final. They get their chance, and it's a well-earned one for a shot at true cup glory.
I think some of the players are going to be a bit sore after that. There was so much passion and commitment out there. I can't remember anyone shirking a tackle.
We are all waiting here in eager anticipation to see who will be crowned as champions. So, here we go then. São Paulo against Cerro Porteño. He decides to shoot. Oh, how close was that?
Look, that's exactly the sort of stuff you want to see in a final. That would have been some goal if it was on target. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
Rodolfo Gamara. Well, if he wants to do something, he'll have to do it alone. A goal for São Paulo. Could that be the goal that guides them to glory? A resounding drive. I can't imagine he's hit many better than that.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
They've got off to a very good start. Ivan Torres. He's going it alone. Guiza shoots. São Paulo scoring in the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Two goals to the good, and they're set fair. I'm afraid that one's down to the goalkeeper.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
A brace of goals for him now. Now it's 2-0.
Well, that goal makes such a difference to the whole dynamic of this game. That second goal puts them in control now.
Guiza. In he goes, and that's a good tackle. Going forward. A good interception, just what they needed. Ivan Torres. Showing some good skills, but ultimately unsuccessful. Well intercepted, saw the danger and got to it. 30 minutes on the watch. Guiza. Oh, that was a fine solo effort.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and I suppose at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
Off target.
The defence was made to look vulnerable there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
Ivan Torres. Guiza. Good tackle. It was deemed both clean and fair. Whistle's gone for a foul. That was always likely to be the outcome. Yellow card. Is half-time. Any thoughts on what the first 45 minutes of this final has thrown up?
São Paulo have the lead, and obviously it's going to be the happier dressing room at half-time, but it'll be interesting to see what they do second half. I really think that they should push on and do more of what we saw as we approached half-time.
They have a cushion of a 2-0 lead. And they get us underway. Moving forwards. A fine reaction save.
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that.
Good goalkeeping there. Now he'll have to think about the corner. So, how will they work this one? Pretty grateful to get that clear.
If he gets the delivery right here, they'll have every chance.
That would have been some goal.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and I suppose at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
Well played, that got them out of trouble. São Paulo, not as yet making any changes. And he's made sure that's not getting through. It's a fine save. Ivan Torres. Both sides fiercely contesting the ball. On his own. Takes a shot. They really should have made it 3-0 there.
And he really went for it there. He knew that was the moment when he could have made the tie safe. It should have been a 3-goal lead.
Looking to whip one in. And the ball has been cleared. Through and still going. And crosses. Direct volley. Needed a better connection there.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Rodolfo Gamarra. There's the whistle. The game's finished. São Paulo can now look forward to the second leg after what was a good win, whilst their opponents have to think long and hard about how they're going to approach the second leg.
Look, that's what supporters love to see. Tremendous will and spirit, crunching.
We are all waiting here in eager anticipation to see who will be crowned as champions. So, here we go then. Cerro Porteño against São Paulo. Driven in. Once more a chance. He's delivered all right.
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
The keeper made a mess of it and he's been punished.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
São Paulo have the priceless opener.
Listen, the pressure and intensity of the final can give the scorers of that first goal a huge, huge lift. The others, well, they'll get to feel a sense of panic now.
São Paulo scoring in the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Bursting forward, shoots here. And again, couldn't make it.
São Paulo have been enjoying as good an attacking spell as you could wish for, and yet they've been incredibly wasteful. I mean, they could have wrapped it up by now, and it's not going right for them.
Off target, and that's putting it mildly.
He was tightly marked, but the defender did just enough to stop the goal.
Rodolfo Gamarra. And he concedes a free kick. That was always likely to be the outcome. Yellow card.
Well, you could justify a foul if it's a decent and honest attempt to get the ball, but that was totally unnecessary.
And the keeper has claimed it. The idea was there, execution wasn't. Bonnet. The ball is with Guiza. his own. He shoots there.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
That one has just about been dealt with. He's going on his own. He's had a real go. There's the whistle. An entertaining first half that has simply flown by. Any thoughts on what the first 45 minutes of this final has thrown up?
Yeah, they'll be boosted by the fact that they've got the advantage at this stage, but will their approach be the same after the break? Certainly, if they don't add to it early on in the second half, I think they may begin to retreat and just try and hold on to what they...
They've scored! 2 goals to the good, and they're set fair.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Ivan Torres. Real pressure from the opposition there. Good foot in there, wins him the ball. He goes alone. Hits it, and a goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
São Paulo yet to make a substitution here. It's opened up nicely for him. Well, to call that wayward would be being kind.
Well, there's no messing about with this fella, is there? Just went straight down the middle. If only he could have applied the finish with the same conviction.
Rodolfo Gamara. Going forward. Off he goes. He takes a shot.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Way off.
He caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Guiza. Rodolfo Gamara. São Paulo have possession again. The clock counting down. Ivan Torres. Throw in. Moving forwards. Shoots here. Great tackle inside the box. It's all over. The referee's had enough. And there we have it. They are the cup champions. They've finally done it here today to the delight of their manager and just as significantly their fans, who I'm sure will be celebrating this victory for a long, long time to come. Moments like this will live forever in the memory of the fans as well as the players. There have been unforgettable highs and lows, and at last, they are champions.
You know, the atmosphere coming to this match was wonderful. It's an absolute pleasure to be here and share this moment with such an outstanding team. I just feel that this can be a little bit of a strange time, you know. You've worked so hard, yes, you're the champions, you've won the game, and you're looking around at each other thinking, well, what do we do now?